Blog Talk Radio.
This is Tyson D here, kicking it in the WSE lounge with Jason and Brian here, and all the latest on wrestling and soap and all your entertainment news. Hello, this is Bill Bobby, live on the Wolf with Midnight Express. You listen to me on Brian and Jason's WSE lounge. Yes, sir. Hey guys, I'm Robert Palmer Watkins. I play Dylan Quartermain on General Hospital, and you are listening to the WSE lounge.
Hey y'all, we're Donnie Dixie and you're listening to the WSE Lounge.
Hello again, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the WSE Lounge. I'm Jason Boyd, along with my co-host Brian Vaughn. And at this time, please welcome a competitor on Stone Cold Steve Austin's Broken Skull Challenge. He was also trained by the legendary Harley Race and NWA Atlanta. Latest find, the Project, Dustin Bozwarth. Dustin, welcome to the WSE Lounge.
How we doing, guys? Thanks for having me.
Thank you for being on, Dustin. Thank you very much. Want to let the fans know really quickly that our theme song will be changing. That'll be the last time you hear that theme song we just had. I've been working all day trying to get the thing worked out, but we're gonna have a lot better theme song next time we come on the air on next Monday. But Dustin, what was it that got you into wrestling? I mean, what was your inspiration and everything for getting into wrestling?
Well, I tell you, I was about 6 or 7. I walked into the room. I think it was my brother, Billy. He was watching wrestling or somebody, and the guy I seen on TV was the Ultimate Warrior. And, he looked like a cartoon character. Face paint, great body. I mean, he looked like somebody that you wanted to look like. He looked like something out of a comic book. So I was glued ever since.
Wow. So I guess that it also helped your career out being trained by the legendary Harley Race. How did that come about? You meeting Harley Race?
Actually, I was looking around for wrestling academies, and I was watching Monday Night Raw one night, and I heard one of the announcers say Harley Race's Wrestling Academy. So I checked into it, and I went up there, and it was all downhill from there.
Man.
Well, Dustin, you have the same, almost the same, we like, mine was Sting, being from the South. We're big NWA fans down here. Of course, I knew Harley Race when I was a young kid. It's something, I bet, being trained by him. Now, I've talked to you a little bit, and we've become friends somewhat, and you were talking about NXT. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, I mean that's everybody's ultimate goal to get down to NXT. You know, everybody that's in the business should try to be WWE. That's my ultimate goal. I hope to be down there sometime this year, but I can't really touch up on that yet. So yeah, that's my main goal is Florida bound.
Well, you definitely have the look. Vince McMahon and Triple H do look for athletes that are very fit. And I'll tell you what, seeing you at NWA Atlanta 2 weeks ago, fans, if you missed it, you should have seen it. A very impressive debut. You were C.J. Austin, 295 pounds, and picked him up in that TKO finishing move. Very impressive. What made you decide to use the TKO?
Just something I need to. The guy was 295 pounds, and I needed to. I knew I needed to impress, so I came up with that, and I did it, and there's no problem. I'm just. Just the insight. I mean, you ain't seen the half of it yet. I'm just fit right now. I mean, you ain't. I'm you ain't seen me at 100%, which I'm getting there right now. So I'm pretty heavy duty, man.
NWA Atlanta will be coming back in April, and I know we've got Tommy Too Much. Are you already chasing the NWA Georgia Heavyweight Championship at this point?
Well, I hope it's in the works. I'm up here to make a name for myself, and I think some pretty big-time gold will look pretty good around my waist. I think it's well deserving of it.
Certainly would, and I know you just keep working like I've seen, you will get that shot. And Tommy Too Much has been pretty unbeatable in NWA Atlanta with all the shenanigans that goes on outside with his head of security. America Strong was with him as well, and Oscar Worthy. I don't know if you've seen him last show, but he is the manager of Tommy Too Much and the NWA Georgia Tag Team Champion, the faces of Death, Andy Henderson, and Payne.
Well, I know this. I'm just now getting to know what's in and around, the NWA area, getting into other promotions. Like I said, I'm not real familiar with everything yet, but Bosworth's here, and I'm here to make an impression.
Now,
man, I don't care who gets my way. I've been dealing with that for the last 4 years, and it's my time. It's my time to talk. It's my time to do things.
Yes. As an 8-year pro, can you tell us a little bit more about your career since you are new on the scene to Georgia?
Yeah. I'm going to shoot straight. I'm going to shoot like it is. I'm a straight shooter. Early on getting going, when I started, I was a wildcat, man. I was just a young kid. I was in my 20s. I started training in 2008 with Harley. And, I did a lot of running around, did a lot of partying. I got in some trouble, and I've got no problem talking about my issues and what I've been through. But, there's times where I didn't go to training, and I had my debut match in September of 2008. And it went on from there. And like I said, I've been kicked out of there a few times, and I've got no problem talking about it. The only thing that matters is the last 2.5. I came back in 2013. And I came back with gold. One of those goals was to land a big TV show, which I did. Stay in this business consistently and work, which I have been. Keeping up with myself. Everything I've done in my past, I'm not afraid to talk about. I'm over that, and some people still live there and hold everything to me that's in the business and what I've done, and that's fine. Great for them, because I'm moving forward. Obviously, I'm up here making big things happen, and big things will happen for me, and that's how it is, man. I was a tag team champions with WLW, which is World League Wrestling, in 2009, and I was just in one of those moments where my head wasn't on right, and I got it stripped from me, and suffer the consequences, and move on. But all that matters is, Bosworth. The last 3 years, I've been kicking and going, man, and I'm still going. I've got all kinds of people. I got people wanting to fly me out now, which is good. I'm in a bigger area with more publicity.
With Georgia, you will notice that a lot, and I know a couple of friends of mine, even a promoter. We won't talk about who that promoter is. Seen you at the Georgia Wrestling Fan Fest in Rome, and you stood out of all the guys, from what I hear.
Yeah, I heard that too. And let me touch up on that. And everything I'm saying, I don't want anybody to take the wrong way, because I'm not that kind of guy. I'm real humble, but I know what I deserve, and I know what's right. Since I came back, I listen to successful people, not unsuccessful people. And everybody that's always complimented me and told me I need to be here and there are successful people. Since I came back, I started listening to that. I'm doing things in my terms now. At the Fan Fest in Rome, I showed up. I wasn't even supposed to be on the show. And I heard, a few weeks later, I stood out in front of everybody, which is great. It's funny how I get that every time. And let me give you an example. Used to a while back, I would ask some of the guys, like, man, where can I get booked at? Where's this? How about this person? And they would say, nah, you don't want to wrestle for that guy or whatever. But it's funny, now I'm looking at it, they continue to wrestle for them, but they didn't want me to come in. So I got smart, and I realized I seen the bigger picture. But, yeah, I did that Fan Fest in Rome. The night before, I did a show for Ricky Morton. And, again, I wasn't supposed to wrestle. I showed up, and he asked if I had my gear, and I impressed. That's what I do. I show up, and I do my job, and I make fans happy, promoters happy, and everybody goes home happy.
That is amazing how you were moving so quickly in the business. And let me tell you something I learned about wrestling, Dustin. If you talked about you had early trouble, I can kind of concur with that. I kind of did the same thing earlier in my career. And I was told by my trainer, it's about how you come back. Your name may be scarred now, but if you show them that you're not going to do it again, that you're going to concentrate on professional wrestling, and you know what? My name is better ever since then. You probably understand what I'm saying.
Yeah, and it's not that my name's scarred. It's just people, like I said, I listen to successful people now, but people that I've worked with in the past live and, still hold it against me, which it doesn't matter because they don't matter. And that's great. I mean, they want to live in that, they can. Okay, for the company I worked for so long, I barely made a flyer. And me being up here no longer than a month, I'm already on a flyer for a bigger promotion. And, you get what you see, and I won't disappoint. And this message is for everybody. I will not disappoint. You want something out of me, I'll give it to you. And, I mean, that's the way it is. I'm a straight shooter, man. I shoot straight. I tell it how it is, and I bust my butt.
Some of the bigger promotions.
But to go back, my name's not scarred anymore. A lot of people have seen the change in me, and people that haven't, sorry for your bitterness.
That's just the way people are. Sometimes I think it can be jealousy. I don't know what it is, Dustin. But
it's probably jealousy, enviness, bitterness. Here's why I am, man. I don't talk bad about people behind their back, and everybody that knows me in the business knows that for a fact. Because I see people, shoot straight with somebody to their face, then go to somebody else and say something totally different. I'm not that way. And you can ask anybody that I've ever worked with in business. They have not ever heard me talk any trash about anybody because I'm one of the real boys. I'm one of the boys. I'm one of the real boys. If I got a problem with you, I'm not going somewhere else. I'm going to you. That's how I am. I don't BS around. I don't beat around the bush. I don't beat around the bush.
Definitely the way it should be, Dustin. Brian, do you have anything you would like to ask, Dustin?
I wanted to ask you, Dustin. Have you been working with DDP Yoga?
I did a video with them last week. As far as I can say with that, that's all I can say as of now. I just did a video with them. Actually, Scott Hall was there, and Marcus Buff Bagwell was there, and DDP also was there, and it was cool, man. It was fun to get that opportunity.
Yeah, we had speaking of Buff Bagwell, we had Buff Bagwell on last week or week before last. He came on, and we brought on Dale Wilkes as well as a surprise, and we had the reuniting of Stars and Stripes. So that was
wow.
that was a very good show. Do you plan on fighting Otis in NWA Atlanta? I think that'd be a good match.
Like I said, I just broke the ice with him a couple weeks ago. My first show up here. You know, let's just take it day by day and see where it goes. I will say this, and like I said, don't take anything wrong what I say, but I'm here to get to the top. I'm not here to play around. I'm here to do my job and work my way through the ranks finally. And something's been hidden for the last 8 years, and it's time to the last 3 years it's came out. Now it's really time to bring on the show. To answer that question, put anybody in front of me. I just bottom line, I guess. I'm an all new brand of bad butt.
Speaking of that, what are your thoughts on Mr. Anderson? I know you heard what happened with him. What are your thoughts on his attitude and what's going on with him in his life right now?
I'm not sure. I know. I don't want to talk about anything I'm not real sure about.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, he was fired from TNA. They said that during a match there was a match supposed to air on Impact Wrestling a couple weeks back, and they had to remove it because he was apparently intoxicated or on drugs or something during the match, they said.
Okay. Well, I'll touch up on that.
Yeah.
Okay, you show up, you do your job, and you don't want to put anybody's life in physical danger. And showing up intoxicated or under the influence of any kind of drugs, that's uncalled for. It should be uncalled for anybody.
Uh-huh.
I think everybody has their personal problems, and people can work through that. Yeah, do I think it's wrong of showing up like that? I do. That's an unsafe environment to be around, but that's a bad deal. It's unfortunate, but maybe he'll get his things together and get back to action. You know what I mean? Because anybody can bounce back from it. Anybody can bounce back from anything.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
But yeah, showing up, and like I said, I had my wild day, but I haven't showed up to a show intoxicated or under the influence of anything. I just didn't show up. That was my problem at the time, and that was years ago. But yeah, I mean, I think everybody should suffer consequences, and he should suffer, whatever he's got coming to him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you can work through it.
What are your thoughts on Lucha Underground compared to the other wrestling organizations? I mean, because in Lucha Underground you see the guys doing high flying moves, and it's more of a reality based, and it's actually a more different concept, and it's fun to watch. So, what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I mean, I like it, man. I follow a little bit of it. I don't know much about it, but from everything I've seen, man, it looks like it for sure has a lot of views. I mean, a lot of publicity. And from what I've seen, they got great talent there. They got that Brian Cage guy, looks great, pretty dominant force. I like it, man. And, if I ever had the opportunity to go down there and work, I'd do it. But, yeah, it looks like a fast-growing promotion.
Awesome.
It's more of a reality, but whatever draws.
We got a fan on the line to talk to you.
All right.
Okay, 770, you're there with Dustin.
Hello. I wanted to ask you, how was it training with Harley Race at your training center?
It was good, man. When I started out, man, there was a lot of people there. We actually was in one of the biggest classes they've had. Which you had Trevor Murdoch coming in and helping. The guy that trained me was a guy named Darren Wade, excellent trainer. He got me going. That's the only person that got me going. Harley's cool, man. Harley's real laid back, and he's another straight shooter. It was cool. It was awesome being there. At the time, I had to move on to bigger and better things.
Okay, well, thanks for taking my question.
No problem, man.
Thank you for your call. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have a question for the project, Dustin Bozwarth, call in at 773-897-6289 and press 1 to be in the host's view. Dustin, if you had an option of another career choice besides being a professional wrestler, what would that be?
Well, I used to be a prison guard, which I don't really care. I mean, if I had to do something else, I would go. If everything failed, if say this didn't work out, I would go back to corrections and going into law enforcement.
I think you would fit right into that. I think you'd have a lot of people scared, because of your physique and everything.
Let's this is going to work out for me. Once I get going up here and just get going, man, it's going to be downhill.
Jason, you got anything else you want to add?
Yeah, I was going to say, you went to St. Louis. We know you're from Oklahoma to train, right? Okay.
What's that?
So Harley's school's in St. Louis.
Yeah, it's actually in a town called Troy, Missouri.
Now his promotion, what was it like? I mean, did he book it? And
I don't really want to. The promotion's good. It's called World League Wrestling, which is WLW. They run once a month at the academy, which where the trainees train at and everything. So he has a show once a month, and they travel every so often. But it was okay. Like I said, I needed to move on. I don't want to go into detail with why I left or anything like that. It is what it is, but Harley, they got a good promotion there, and they got a good group of guys. I call in, check on Harley with his other half, Rose, and see how he's doing about every 2 weeks, and he's got a good promotion. Like I said, I don't want to go into too much detail right now of why I left and all that stuff. I had my own reasons why I left, and I think everybody that knows me and was there knows. So I'm gonna leave that one for another time, man.
Oh, that's fun. That's fun. I was just curious. That coming to a bigger area like Atlanta, I pretty much, if you work as good as you did at NWA Atlanta, you're going to get calls from out of state. Definitely.
Well, sorry. I tell you now, it's better for me up here than it was for me down there. I'll say that.
There are a lot of promotions in Georgia, a lot. So
yeah.
Once you're out there, they're going to be calling you. Some guy's going to come up to you and say, "Hey, man, I'm going to put the strap on you unless you love it."
They're already calling me.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm already. You see the reaction I get at the shows, right?
Right.
You've only been to 2 of them that I've been to, and
yep.
So you see, you get what you see. You know what I mean? But yeah, you seen the kind of reaction I get. Was you at FanFest?
I was not at FanFest. I was working another show that night.
All right, but like you said, you've heard, stuck out, and like I said, I don't want anything that comes out of my mouth. I don't want anybody to take it the wrong way. I'm a straight shooter, and I'm saying it like it is. That's just it, and I look forward. I got a show. I'm not going to say. And I know where I'm going. I'll be at next weekend. And that's one of the shows I was aiming for before I got here. There's another promotion I'm aiming for, which will come eventually down the road, I hope. So I've got my targets that I'm targeting right now.
Awesome, and it seems like you're getting it, man. You're just out there doing it, and that is a very good thing. And I'm glad to see it. And as far as you saying, you know, I don't want people to think this, think that, thing to me. And you're very respectful, man. This is a very respectful young man. I'm going to put it that way, if that's okay. And
Yes.
he is true. He's a very talented athlete, and he knows it was good. And
like I said, I'm hammering down the gym right now. You know, I know I got another debut coming up next week. Like I said, you know where it's at. I know where it's at, and you know, by April, I'm booked up for April now. The whole month of April, I'm booked, which is good.
yeah.
Actually, I'm flying out April the 16th to work a show for somebody, and you know, so April, I'm booked. I'll be 100%. I'm ready to go. I took some time off. You know, I did my last show with Harley in November. I took some time off in the gym. I went and see my family. Spent some time because I knew once I got out here, my schedule is going to be. Hopefully, my schedule would have been or will be busy, and you know, it's looking really good right now. I think Bosworth's got some big things coming, and I think you know that too.
Yes, I definitely think so. One thing we haven't touched on today is Stone Cold Steve Austin's Broken Skull Challenge. How was that?
It was good, man. Actually, I enjoyed it. For one, I didn't train for the show. I just went in there and, you know, I didn't do any cardio. But I tell you what, man, it was fun. I got to talk to Steve off camera. Got to BS with him a little bit. He told me some stories about Harley and back in the day, and it was cool. I lost the second challenge. You know, I got beat by the guy that won the show, which I'd rather get beat by the winner than get beat by something that didn't win. You know, my cardio was weak. I just got gassed out. I was 235 pounds. Everybody else was 180, 190. And, you know, I got a lot of TV time off of it. I'll say that. I was on the commercial quite a bit. And I got past the first challenge. So, yeah, that's how that went.
There's exposure right there. I mean, getting to talk to Steve Austin was probably just an extra for you and a real treat for you, huh?
Oh yeah. And I'm aiming to be on this podcast here sometime. So
hopefully you will. I'll definitely be pulling for you. Brian, you got anything to add?
No, I believe he's pretty much answered all my questions. I don't believe I have anything else.
And let me give you insight on where Bosworth came from. Just for everybody, you know, if after this, if you look at my fan page, I got a fan page on Facebook. It's called Dustin Bozwarth. It's spelled with a Z, not an S. I actually got the name, me being from Oklahoma, I got the name from, you know, Brian Bosworth. He is from Oklahoma. If you put our younger pictures together, I mean, we resemble a lot of each other.
You know what?
And,
yes, you do.
Yeah, and, you know, I was at an airport in New York, and I was there at an airport in Los Angeles, and this is just an example. I get it everywhere I go, you know. I was walking through the LAX, and they're like, "Oh, the Boz is here," you know. So, and years ago, people were like, "You need to use Bosworth now." I said, "Nah, I don't want to do it." And then finally, when I came back, Bosworth broke out, and it's becoming a name now.
Now, did you consult with anybody on the name, or did you just, you know, did they start calling you that, or?
Well, yeah. Everybody called me that, you know, just my friends and stuff, you know, my family hanging out, you know, once you get told you look like Bosworth so many times, and then they pitch the idea to you of, I think you should use the name. So I use the name. I changed the letter. I think the Z is much cooler than the F. You can do a lot more. You can do a lot more logos with the Z. But yeah. So I went ahead and went with it, and I'm gonna make it a name. Now I'm making a name right now. Like I said, man, I look forward to working up here. It's just getting started, and it's going pretty dang well.
Yeah, I think it's definitely off and running, Brian. Or I see, Dustin. I think it's off and running.
Yeah, and if you come to my show, no matter what show I'm on, and like I said, don't take this the wrong way, but you will leave talking about at least one thing I did on the show. Whether it's a move, whatever it is, I'm there to entertain. I'm a sports entertainer. That's what I am, and a professional wrestler. I'm there to entertain the fans, and you buy a ticket, I'm gonna give your money's worth. That's how it is, man.
That's the way it definitely should be. People shouldn't be there if they're not trying to put on the best show they possibly can. And at 110%, like you've always said you've done, and I definitely believe that. And some other moves, the TKO worked out great for you. The fans loved it. That's probably going to be your finisher, or if it wasn't, it probably will now, huh?
Yeah, I can incorporate that somewhere in my show. I can do it to anybody. I mean, I don't care who you put against me. I can throw that to anybody. I don't care if you're 400 pounds. I don't care if you're 400 pounds, 500 pounds.
Wow. Are there any other moves that like special moves that you have in your repertoire?
Yeah, I do like a Samoa press. Put them on my shoulders, press them over my head. I don't hold them. I just press them up. I do the rocket dropper, which I got a pretty good vertical on me. So I like to show that off sometimes.
For you fans out there that don't know what the rocket dropper was, it was the original name for what would become known as the Famassa.
Yeah. And I can fly too. I'm not scared to fly. I can fly. I mean, somebody wants to. I can fly. I can fly. So I got a lot. I got a lot to pull out of the bag, man.
That is awesome. And I just want to wish you the best in your endeavors in the wrestling business. Hey, I love this business, man, and I know you do too. I've been watching it since I was a little kid. Brian has too, and just being in the business is awesome in itself. You know what I mean, Dustin?
Yeah, it's definitely a roller coaster ride. I'm gonna write a book one day, and I don't know when I'm gonna write it, but I'm gonna write it, and I'm gonna put everything I went through doing this career is going in that book. It might not be suitable for kids, but I've had one heck of a ride, man. Through all my troubles, coming back, leaving, coming back, finally coming back and staying. I'm good to go, man. I'm here to stay. I'm here to work. And like I said, I'm here to make an impression. But you know what? Action speaks louder than words.
That's true.
And I'm gonna tell you, I'll back everything up I'm saying. You never know till you see it. When you see it, then you'll see it. I don't know how else to put that. I'm just rambling now.
No, you're all right. We the fans need to get to know you. Say what you want to, but as we're about to wrap this show up. I want to ask you if you have anything. Tell the fans. You talked about your Facebook fan page. Do you have anything else or any appearances you want to talk about?
Nope, I pretty much summed it up. My fan page is Dustin Bozwarth with a Z. Go like it, and there's going to be a lot more stuff posted on there soon as I go. I'm here to make a name for myself, and I'm doing it. Just get ready. I'm here, man. Get ready.
We want to thank you so much for being on the show today, and we wish you the best of luck in everything you do with the NWA Atlanta. And who knows, maybe you'll catch Bruce Thorpe's attention and be sent over to Japan.
Who knows, man? Let's just focus on day by day. How about that? That's how I live my life, man. But I appreciate you guys having me.
Oh yeah, it was great to have you.
Maybe we can do it again.
Okay, that sounds good.
Hey, I'm always up for some publicity, man. I'm always up for interview. But yeah, once I get going, get some publicity and get my name out there more, I'm sure I'll be in contact with Jason over there, and I'll be good to doing this radio or this podcast again, man. But thank you guys. I think if any of my family hear this or my friends, I thank the ones that supported me over the years doing this and still support me. I won't be a downer, that's for sure. But all right, guys.
Okay, well, thank you so much for being on, Dustin.
Ain't no problem, man. I'll talk at you later.
Okay, take care.
See you guys.
Good day, bud.
See you, buddy.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you later.
See you.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was the Project Dustin Bosworth, and I want to let the fans know that the reason you didn't hear much of talking from me during the show, I've been working hard all day. I have spoken with other individuals. I'm not going to give out anybody's names, but we're going to have an amazing theme song when it's finished and it's done. And we're going to have some surprises theme song that my co-hosts don't even know about. So I have been talking, and also I also want to let everybody know that I have been in talks with I've been in talks with a television star who is on a television show. I've been in talks with his agents. I'm waiting to hear something back. Not going to mention anybody by name. I also had a talk earlier on today with a reality television star. She's very well known by flocks and flocks of fans. Not going to bring out who she is, but she did let me know that this sounded like fun. So I'm just trying to work out a date and a time for this individual to come on. And I've also I'm still waiting to hear back from a mystery individual that my co-host knows about. I'm still waiting to hear back on that one to see if that's going to be a reality or not, about getting that individual on this show. And tomorrow I will be in Barnesville, Georgia for Wrestle America. You're going to see the perfection of perfection. How you say that again?
A reflection of perfection. The dream. Nice and deep.
He's going to be there, and the 5-star King, Anthony Henry, will be there. Amber Young will be there. Sal Renaro will be there. Kiera Hogan. Owen Knight, Amber Gallows, the Bullet Babe, she will be there, among other top independent wrestling stars from around the world. So that should be very exciting, and I'll also be doing some more live interviews there tomorrow for the WSE Lounge. So that should be very interesting. And on Monday we will be returning with soapography, a recap of the soap operas on Monday, and Tuesday we're going to have C.J. Holloway from Renegade Championship Wrestling. He'll be joining the show on Tuesday. And for all the fans out there that watched the soaps today, you already know that General Hospital was preempted, out of respect for, and we should have mentioned this on the show, out of respect for the former First Lady Nancy Reagan, who passed away a couple of days ago. They aired her memorial on television during that time slot, and also Hayabusa, Japanese legend, he also passed away, and the WSE Lounge sends Hayabusa. I don't know if I pronounced that right or not, but the WSE Lounge sends its condolences to the families, and I believe that's about it for today's. Okay, go ahead.
And Saturday, March 18th, the Peach State Wrestling Alliance Heritage Championship Tournament continues. And also on that card is America's Strong versus Tom Like a Bomb Pandora. And Sal Renaro, who my wonderful co-host mentioned earlier, will be taking on Jacob Ashworth, and some great tournament matches as we wind down this tournament.
All right, well, that sounds good, folks, and we will see you next Monday on Soapography with a recap of the soaps, with Days of Our Lives, Young and the Restless, Bold and the Beautiful, and General Hospital. And don't forget, next week when we come back, we will have a brand new theme song, and it'll also be a little bit longer than the theme song we have now. And so it'll be a lot more impressive than the one we have now, I'll tell you that much. Okay, well, anyway, we will see you next time on the WSE Lounge, and we'll do the closing on the next show with Mike Mooneyham. We won't do that this time, but so long, everybody.